This movie is fantastic. I'm a pastor's kid, loved it. It's
Ah,
just amazing.
God bless you. I'd have lots of questions for you, but I'll let you conduct your interview. I just as a very man of faith, my kids. I don't want to push it on them. I would love to see how it was being a pastor's child, but you could tell me that another time.
We'll do another interview another day for sure.
I need 20 minutes at least.
Perfect. You got it.
Thank you.
Mark, we don't see a lot of movies like this come out of Hollywood.
Mhm.
And you've said this is a passion project for you. Share more about that.
Well, yeah, I mean, I was just so excited to do something that really, really meant something to me, and I knew would impact everybody who saw it. And so hopefully it is rare that a major studio would release a film like this, but it's also, it's very, very much needed. So hopefully this will be the first of many. I know I'm going to continue to focus on a lot more faith-based material, both in film and television, and hopefully lots of great project will come to me. I can help others get their stories out there, and this is something that I'll definitely revisit. It was a wonderful experience. There's nothing better than to see a movie that really impacts somebody in a positive way, especially in these needy times where people are really struggling. People are questioning their own faith and losing hope, and so encouraging people not to give up on themselves and letting them know we're not giving up on them either is very important.
Absolutely. Now, a theme throughout the movie is that we can come to Jesus as we are, broken, battered. We don't have to be perfect. The Bible says, "Come as you are," not when you have it all together. So, how has the reality that Jesus accepts and embraces us despite our mess impacted your own life?
Well, those are the people that he's looking for. The people who have real experience and can appreciate being touched and given another chance. That's why Stu is so effective. He had an authenticity and a credibility. When he spoke to people, they knew that he had been in their shoes at one time or another. It's one thing to be book smart, it's another thing to have real street smarts and real life experience. I've always found that invaluable when playing roles and trying to be as authentic as possible in my portrayal of parts that I've played. And so all the real life things that I have been through, I want to share. And I want to let people know that, you know what, it's okay. Every saint has a past and every sinner has a future. So we're trying to encourage people and let them know we're not giving up on them. Nobody's beyond redemption.
Absolutely. Now, one line that really stuck out to me was we shouldn't pray for an easy life, but the strength to endure a difficult one, because this is so counterintuitive in the West, where we're sort of conditioned to seek out a comfortable life, right? So,
Mhm.
talk about the sanctification and the refining that happens through suffering and why we shouldn't fear it or back away from it.
Well, for a lot of people, if you're lucky enough to get old, it's pretty inevitable, And there are difficulties, even if it's not something you're feeling physically. You're suffering loss around you. I've suffered so much loss in a very short amount of time with my mom and my sister and many friends, especially during the pandemic and from COVID. But it gives me hope that there is a better place. All of those things just give me comfort. And to see Stu handle all the things that he had faced with such dignity and grace is really inspiring.
Yeah. How has your own spiritual journey impacted while making this movie? Because you can't leave it without being transformed.
No, but I would have to tell you that, God works in mysterious ways. It was tested many times throughout the process because we were in the middle of COVID and the pandemic. I had never missed church for well over a decade and I couldn't go to church anymore. And I was just dealing with things that I had never dealt with. But once I got that opportunity to make the movie, that was, again, it just kind of reaffirmed what I should be doing and how I should be doing it. And that's why people always ask me, why am I so disciplined? And I keep this routine, and is it really necessary? It is necessary for me. It's necessary for me to stay on point and be focused on what I need to do, both personally and professionally.
Yeah.
So I don't want to do anything to fall off track, for sure.
Absolutely. Well, Mark, thanks so much for chatting with me. We'll do that interview another time.
Yes, I had lots of questions for you.